Howdy y'all. Today, I know this is an interesting subject, but come on. You know you want to know. Bathrooms at cruise ports. Do they have them? What are they like? They're definitely interesting a lot of times. So I'm going to tell you everything I know and have experienced about bathrooms in cruise ports in the Caribbean. So if you're going to the Caribbean, any time of year, it's going to be hot. And the bathrooms that I have been into are not air conditioned like anywhere, ever. They have the windows above the stalls, and the air comes in. Now, I guess it doesn't really matter unless you plan on being in the stall for a while, but that's just something to know. It's hot. It's hot everywhere, all the time. And the bathrooms can be hotter. There are bathrooms, though. That's the good news. No matter where you're going, at the cruise port, once you get off the ship and walk down, the pier and you get to the cruise port, there are bathrooms for men, for women, and there's plenty of bathrooms. And some cruise ports, if they're large, have multiple bathrooms scattered around. So you will have a chance to use the bathroom. Even if you don't feel like you need to go to the bathroom when you get off the ship and you're doing an excursion, I would just still go anyway real quick before I did the excursion. Because once you get on the excursion, if you're taking a bus or whatever, there might be a bathroom on the bus, but there might not be a bathroom for a while. So you might want to utilize the bathrooms in port while you can. This has nothing to do with bathrooms. I know a lot of people that take Imodium AD anti-diarrheal because they don't want to be stuck on an excursion, having to go the big D. So, that's something to keep in mind. I personally drink a lot of water the day before, and I start drinking water early in the morning so I can go to the bathroom before I go on my excursion. And I don't drink a bunch of water right when I'm about to get off the ship, or tea or anything like that, so that I'll have to go to the bathroom like in an hour, because I might not be able to go to the bathroom once I get on the road, or get on the excursion. But there are bathrooms at ports, so if you need to go when you get there, it's no problem. When you're on excursions, there's bathroom stops, it just depends on where you're going. But there's always going to be a place to use a bathroom once you get to your destination. Now that we know there's bathrooms, let's talk about the bathrooms. First of all, overall, they seem to be clean. They actually seem to be cleaner there than they are here in the U.S. So I can't say like there's going to be a dirty bathroom problem, because of course it's possible, but generally it seems pretty clean. A lot of places have bathroom attendants. Let's see if I'm just going to call it a bathroom attendant. They sit in the bathroom or outside the bathroom, usually outside the bathroom, and they take care of the bathroom. I mean, I've seen this at the cruise ports. I've seen this in towns. I've seen this at ruins, if you're going to the Mayan ruins, basically all over the place. Even in museums, they have the bathrooms and they have bathroom attendants. Now, these attendants do how do I put it? I don't want to say expect a tip. Some of them do. Some of them will have like a sign, or they'll stand outside the bathroom and say it's like $1 to use the bathroom. It's not that common though, so don't worry. But I always do suggest bring in some dollars with you just in case. And I actually have another video on my channel. If you go to my channel and click on my playlists, there's one called Cruise Talk where you can find the video, but it's like everything you ever need to know about tipping or on and off the ship, something like that. Or you can do a search on my actual channel for tipping or tips, and that should come up. But I talked about tips and who would need a tip and what you need money for on and off the ship. And this is one of those situations where you may need some dollars. If they don't charge you to go into the bathroom, a lot of times they have a tip jar or donation box or something in the bathroom. And yes, these bathrooms are extra clean and nice, but they do like it when you give them a tip. So we've established there's lots of bathrooms. You might have to pay to use them. They are generally clean. Now let's talk about the stalls. So in the Caribbean, the stalls I have always found to be quite small, and that's not even just because I'm a large person. They just are. Like, they're not as deep lengthwise, Sometimes your knee could be touching the door when it shuts. They're not that wide either. And then a lot of times the doors are short, they're like short little boards. So no one can see you, but if you're standing up, you might be able to see out. But if you're sitting down, of course, they're not going to see you. And then those gaps in the doors that we all hate in the restrooms. I don't know why they're there. I hate that so much. But a lot of them do have the gaps inside of the doors or one side of the door. And if the gap's really bad, I'll just say, hey, Manara, stand in front of the, put your back against this gap, just because it makes me feel better. A big thing you'll see in Caribbean and Mexico is that you don't flush your toilet paper in the toilet. You put it in a trash can, which is next to the toilet, and you might think, ew, nasty, I bet it stinks in there, but the bathroom attendants do keep it clean, and there's usually never anything in the trash can. I think that they literally, when you leave the stall, I think they come and dump it right then and there and put it back empty. So you generally just shouldn't flush toilet paper in those other countries because they just put them in the trash. And speaking of toilet paper, sometimes there's no toilet paper and there's no attendants. So I mentioned this in one of my other videos on what to bring on port days. I suggest bringing like a little thing of Kleenex or a Ziploc bag with some folded Kleenex, just because it's nice and folded instead of just getting a bunch of toilet paper, and stick it in your bag. That way, if there's no toilet paper, you have something, you have some Kleenex to use. Another thing you're probably not going to find in any bathrooms are the sanitary vending machines. So if you're a lady and you might need something like that, you should just definitely bring that with you. So don't expect to just, oh no, this happened, let me go in the bathroom and buy, something. It's not there. A lot of times they keep it mopped in there, so the floor's wet a lot and can be very slippery, so be really careful with that. But it is nice because, like I said, in general, the bathrooms everywhere that I've been seem really clean, and like I said before, cleaner than a lot of the bathrooms you see here in a restaurant. That's a big pet peeve of mine. I go into a restaurant a lot, different restaurants, and the bathrooms are nasty. I don't understand, like, how hard is it to keep a bathroom clean? If I had a restaurant, I would have someone who just was like a bathroom attendant and did the bathrooms, because they get messy. Even at Disney, so many bathrooms are nasty, and I'm constantly saying, hey, the bathrooms here are nicer than they are at home. I don't know why, maybe because it's a tourist area or the people, like locals, want to go there to get tips for the day. I don't know, but at least you don't have to worry about nasty bathrooms. In that video where I mentioned on what to bring on port days, I did give a tip of bringing seat covers. There's not seat covers. That's another thing. No seat covers there. So you can buy seat covers online, and you can put a few of them in a Ziploc bag, and it folds down nice and small, and you can just stick it in your pocket. I would suggest having some seat covers, some Kleenex in a bag, so that you can put it on the seat and you can have toilet paper in case there isn't any. And another thing that you might run into is no soap. It doesn't happen like all the time, but yeah, there could be no soap depending on where you're at. So if you want to bring a little thing of sanitizer and a little thing of soap, you can buy a little empty travel size plastic jar, a little plastic travel size empty bottle. You can put just a little soap in it, and then you'll have that for if you're out anywhere where there's no soap, you can wash. That's a really good tip. Definitely something that you might want to consider doing, along with the Kleenex and the seat covers if that's important to you. Sometimes there's no paper towels, and I don't think that there's air dryers in general. I just, wipe it on my shirt, but I don't know. I wouldn't really bring paper towels. They're big and bulky, so I guess there's really nothing to do about that one. Air dry. It's hot and humid. Just as soon as you get going, it'll probably dry right away. That's what the bathrooms are like. Now, I want to tell you a couple of stories of past experiences I personally have had. In Mexico, we were at the Cozumel Museum, and we went to the bathroom, and I used the bathroom, and I was using the bathroom. When I was leaving, there was a lady there who wasn't there before, and I was only there for a minute or so, and there was a big group coming in, like 4 people in a family, and she told them that they had to pay $1 each to use the bathroom. Now, I was just like, because she wasn't there when I was there, and she saw me leaving, but she didn't say anything to me. And so they're like, really? I had to pay entrance fee to get into this museum? And she's like, $1. And they're like, whatever, and they gave her the $4. But when I stepped out of the door, I looked, all around, and there was no sign. Usually if they charged to use a bathroom, it would be on the outside so that you're aware. Because what are they going to do? You go in there and go to the bathroom, you come out, already went to the bathroom. They say, you owe me $1. What if you have $1? That's not going to work well. So I didn't see a sign, and they didn't say anything to Minara either when she came out, but they did take money from those people. I don't know if it was a person who actually worked there, if they were just like decided just, hey, I'm gonna get a few bucks by saying that. I don't know what happened in that situation. All I know is that it was weird. I'm just like, interesting. So I don't think you're going to be refused to use the bathroom, but it was weird. Another story, and this one is my most unique bathroom experience. It was in Senor Frogs in Cozumel, Mexico, and years ago, and we went to the bathroom, and it was so, I wasn't expecting it. I will tell you what I saw. I don't even remember that well, but I remember what Trevon saw. He said in the bathroom there was an attendant, and I would imagine they're like local people that come to hang out in the bathroom for the day, and they have permission, and approval from the actual business. They weren't people who worked at Senor Frogs, but he had like a big display or box or something that had shelves of all different kinds of colognes on it, and you would give him, as part of the tip that he would ask for as the attendant, when you come out, they're like, please tip, that's what happened. And we weren't expecting that in a restaurant, at all. And then when you gave him that tip, he would give you a choice of using his colognes, and he would, put cologne on you. So that was very different. There was something different about the women's bathroom. I don't even remember what it was. A lot of the bathrooms in the Caribbean have those little sinks that you guys might have seen in some rest stops. I see them where they have this little metal piece coming out of the faucet, and you have to push up on it for the water to come out, and then it stops, or push sideways. You know what I'm talking about? And then it stops when you stop pushing it. Some of them have those. Like I said before, the stalls, some of the doors can be really short. So if you're standing, like I said, you could see out. It's really weird. You're getting ready to pull your pants down or whatever, and you can just see everybody in the bathroom. But when you sit down, it's fine, but it's still different. The toilets are the same old kind of toilets, except for you just can't flush the papers. I guess that their sewage system isn't, is capable of handling a lot of waste as it is here in the States. It's kind of like when you're in a camper or on a boat, you don't really flush the stuff in those vacuum toilets, even though these aren't vacuum toilets. These are regular toilets, don't worry, with running water. I hope you went away from this video feeling more comfortable knowing about the bathrooms in port. And like I said, to me, it's nice because overall the bathrooms are very nice there, and even though some of them do have the attendants and you do tip, the bathrooms are extra clean and a lot of times well stocked. Like I said, though, you might want to take that little baggie of bathroom stuff just in case, because when you leave the port, you never know what you're going to run into. Oh my God. Okay, I'll tell you about one more bathroom experience. This is the worst thing I've had to do in a bathroom. I feel kind of uncomfortable because it's like bathroom stuff. But anyway, we were in we were in Playa del Carmen, and we were at this store that you might have seen on a couple of vlogs where they sell Dia de los Muertos, like handmade items. And I had to use the bathroom so bad, and we had just bought quite a few things, so the lady let me use the bathroom, which generally they don't have a public bathroom. And it was like a tight little closet, and I went to the bathroom, and then there was no toilet paper. I did not look first. So, this is so gross. The only thing I saw, I don't even want to think about this, because my mind's like, what if? And there was a ladder in there leaning against the wall, and there was like 2 paper towels draped over the rung of the ladder. They weren't new, you can tell when a towel's been wet and has dried again, but they didn't look nasty. But I didn't know what to do because there's no toilet paper, and I'm not gonna not use toilet paper. Thank God the paper towels were there. So I was really, really freaked out, because what if it's reusable toilet paper? You know what I mean? Yeah. I hate to think about that, but literally I just tore off a little piece and I used it. And it did bother me because I thought, like, why were those there? What were they used on? I'm sure you guys can use your imagination. That was like one of my traumatizing bathroom experiences, and exactly why you should have in your pocket, even if you don't want to bring a baggie, stick some Kleenexes in your pocket. So that way you would always have something to wipe with in a bathroom. Because like I said, you never know, and that way you're safe. But that was my yucky bathroom experience. Yeah, so there you go. I shared it with you guys. And you know what would be cool is if you guys would comment below your bathroom experiences, if you've had any good ones, bad ones, crazy ones, weird ones, anything like that that you want to comment. And to make sure to like the video. And if you're watching, have you subscribed yet? If not, subscribe. When we reach 100,000 subscribers, I am giving away a free cruise for 2 on one of my group cruises. It is not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I am actually paying for you guys to go on a cruise with us because to me, the 100,000 followers, subscribers mark is such a huge, like goal and dream of mine. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And if you guys want to help out, you can visit patreon.com, type in Sea Cruisers. There's also a link in this video that says support. There's a link in the description. Like I say, we aren't sponsored, but we do need and appreciate the help from our patrons like you. And if you can't afford to be a patron, you don't have to pay anything to help this channel. Just subscribe and watch as many videos as you can. And we hope you enjoy them all. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.